out real quick that there's levels to this game.
Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to South Florida. Everything you'd want from the weather, the beaches, the nightlife, but better than all of that. South Florida is BKFC country. For the 13th time, we're at the world famous Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, where so many big moments have happened. And now another milestone event, BKFC 80. Let's kick things off with the preview. That's right, you get a taste. We're going to work up a little appetite for violence here. 3 big fights to get us started tonight here at the Hard Rock Live. And then we go to our co-main event, the penultimate bout. One of the most destructive, most popular fighters in the region, Edgar Plazaola, is facing off against one of UK's best pound-for-pound fighters, Gary Fox. This fight has Fight of the Night written all over it. And the main event, well, it's reserved for the biggest and the baddest in the company. In a rematch that either turns A.J. Adams back into a championship contender or shoots Leonardo Perdomo on a collision course with our champion Ben Rothwell. That's your main event here at the Hard Rock Live. And here we are once again, back like we never left. It is BKFC 80 right here at the Hard Rock Live. I'm Cyrus Fees, your host tonight, and what a night it is going to be. A tremendous card, a heavyweight main event. So many great things have happened in this venue. We talked about the previous 12 events, everything that's happened that's come with that. So many big surprises, debuts, fights that will never leave our memory. Incredible stuff has happened, so you know if it's a fight night, it's a big numbered event right here at the Hard Rock Live. We are going to deliver. Now, there are a lot of things on the horizon right now for the BKFC. Here very shortly, it is going to be a mega event in Newark, New Jersey. Our debut in New Jersey at the world-famous Prudential Center. That's right, King of Violence Championship is on the line. Mike Perry, Jeremy Stephens is the fight everybody's talking about. It's going to be massive, and they are both in the building tonight. It could get explosive. We're going to hear from both Mike Perry and Jeremy Stephens. Frankie Edgar making his debut. The Queen of Violence. There is so much to be excited about. And then, in just 2 weeks' time, we are back across the pond for a special UK event, BKFC 81 in Manchester. DeGale makes his long-awaited debut, taking on Floyd in the main event. Aaron Chalmers, Fincham, Graham and Mansuri, and so much more. These UK fighters are no joke. And trust me, if you have not tuned in to a UK event, they bring it. If you love this sport, you're going to love that one. You can catch all the BKFC, including tonight's fight, right there on the BKFC app. Get it on any app store. Stream it to any device. $7.99. I Try to find lunch for $7.99 these days. We're giving you an entire fight tonight, an incredible main event, everything that comes with it. And of course, if you have the All Access Pass, you're going to get all the archives as well. So what are you waiting for? Go get the app and get it right now. You don't want to miss any of this tonight. We're in the preview, but so much happens in these first 3 fights. A lot of the time, some of the biggest knockouts happen. So don't blink. It's going to get crazy. Let's go down ringside to the squared circle. Sean Willott, Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event has the whole town buzzing.
Fully agreed, Cyrus. Thank you very much. Chris, a rematch in our main event set for the heavyweight division. 8-0 Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold A.J. Adams, the former 2-time BKFC heavyweight world champion.
Sean, the last time they fought, it left us wanting more, so I think everyone knows this is Adams. This is his last chance at being a 3-time BKFC champion. However, Perdomo says, not a chance. This is my time. I'm the guy. I got to come here, get this knockout, keep that streak going, and get my title fight.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by BetBKFC.com.
Man, lots of good fights, lots of money to be made. I think if you really want to, you could go with Chris Garcia at -625. That's a very safe bet. If you want to get risky, if you want to try and go all out, I think Stash, that's a great name. He has a great chance of winning and getting an upset. He's a +349.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the outstanding Florida Commission. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight here at Hard Rock Live with a fight in the light heavyweight division. Rudy Lavose versus Justin Williams. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Strange one here with Lavose having a 3-inch height advantage. That's significant. However, a 2-inch reach disadvantage to Williams.
This is the BKFC and indeed Pro Combat Sports debut for Justin Williams. He is 7-0 in AMI MMA, 1-0 in AMI kickboxing. In our fighter meeting, Justin Williams described his style as tactical brawling. He told us, I want to quickly establish my jab and then hard crosses off of the jab.
Feels like he's very athletic, he's very aggressive. He knows his opponent wants to stay back and counter, so he wants to start off fast, wants to avoid the clinch if he can, but if he gets in there, throw a lot of heavy uppercuts.
Justin Williams was very candid in our fighter meeting when asked about his opponent in this light heavyweight bout, Rudy Lavose. Williams said, I know he's stronger than me, he hits harder than me, but I am faster. I will land clean, fast, crisp punches in the mid-range.
Exactly. He feels like he needs to control the range. He has to use smart aggression. Main thing, controlling when and where the fight happens. That's how he wins.
This is the BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut for Rudy Lavose. Lavose has had 7 AMI MMA bouts, 1 in amateur boxing, and he's 2-0 in AMI BK. Now, AMI BK bare knuckle is fought in either 6 or 7 ounce MMA gloves, depending on the athletic commission presiding. It is a great way to learn this sport as an amateur. It's essentially the BKFC, the unified bare knuckle rules, but with those 6 or 7 ounce MMA gloves, 3 90-second rounds.
Well, this guy, an athlete, he was a college baseball pitcher, and the weird thing is about that, Sean, the pitching and throwing punches, same mechanics, so he feels like he has a very good hard right hand. He's right-handed, but he will switch chances when needed, but he feels like the main thing, he has to maintain that jab by using, to get the range by using the jab.
Lavose told us, I want to stay on the outside, use my reach and range advantage, hard jabs from distance from both my natural right-handed stance and when I switch into southpaw.
Keeping it basic, Sean. He said he wants to stay calm. He has to have his hands up and his chin down.
To get our evening started, it's BKFC 80. We send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to our favorite place to start a fight in South Florida, Hard Rock Live, here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. And welcome to BKFC 80. BKFC for review begins tonight with 5 two-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears pink. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 183.2 pounds. Tonight he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Panama City, Florida, by way of Lansing, Michigan. Here is Justin Pretty Boy Williams. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and purple. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 185.8 pounds. Tonight he also makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Hollywood, Florida, by way of Stuart, Florida. Here is Rudy, the Black Widow, Lavose. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Rudy Lavose told us, I expect heavy forward pressure from Justin Williams. I will keep landing uppercuts against his heavy forward pressure. Scheduled for 3 rounds. We're at 185 pounds. The bell in round number 1. White trunks for Rudy Lavose, pink trunks for Justin Williams. Fast up jab from Justin Williams. There's the feint step from Lavose. Williams circling out to the inside and into the clinch. Overhand right from Lavose. Now forward pressure. There's that right uppercut. And down goes Justin Williams.
Very strong uppercut from Lavose.
5, 6,
That rocked his opponent. Williams has got to get his feet underneath him.
Mandatory 8 count given to Justin Williams by referee Andrew Bladen. Big right hand on a bolo punch. Lavose talked to us about landing big on the Williams entries. He's doing so right now. More big right uppercuts.
Lavose is landing some very hard punches.
110 remaining, round number 1. Overhand right, swing and a miss. There's the counter. Right hooks down to the inside. Half-time plus, big shots on the inside. Back to the outside by design goes Rudy Lavose. Chris had the inside, pulled himself back to range.
Well, he feels like he does better range. He wants to get those full extension on the punches.
From the half-time play. Big round number 1 for Rudy Lavose.
Lavose doing a lot of damage on the inside, landing a lot of heavy uppercuts.
And Chancery position gets the separation from Andrew Glenn.
And at this point, Williams just needs to really work to get out of this first round and regroup.
Feint step again from Lavose. Stepping in with the left hand goes Rudy Lavose back to the inside. Williams trying to snatch that half-tide plum, but doing so defensively.
I like Lavose just stays very relaxed. He's not rushing. He's not giving his opponent any chance.
Step in left hand again from Lavose, that off the mark. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Round number 1 in which Lavose dropped Williams with the right uppercut. Into the clinch. Big left hand from Lavose to the chin of Williams. The over-under, that gets the separation from Glenn. The bell, that ends the opening round.
Welcome to BKFC Williams. Tough round 1. Let's see how he recovers.
beautiful round. That's a beautiful round. Everything looks good. Throw your jab.
You can see the knockdown, the inside work being done, overhand right. And there's an uppercut thrown, another just hard right hands. You can see we talked about Lavose being a baseball pitcher. That body mechanics with the turn of the hip. Very good.
Come on. Come on. You need the bob, boy. Bob.
You here, baby. Let's go.
Bobbing. Got to. Got to.
Seconds out called, set for round number 2. Rudy Lavose said, I'm going to land that right uppercut against the forward pressure of Justin Williams. That's exactly what he did to produce the lone knockdown of round number 1. Round number 2 and the long step in jab to open the second round from Justin Williams. Williams now to the body on the level change. There's the underhook left hand from Lavose.
Williams starting to throw some good hard punches to the body.
Flipping left hand. Good turn from Lavose, working the half-tie plumb right uppercut. On the reset. Goes from the center circle, step in left hand again. He continues to throw that punch. Conventional jab from Williams. There's that step in left hand, open chested once more, Chris.
It is when he switches stances, Lavose, it really throws Williams off. He doesn't see where the punches are coming from.
Williams again, sticking the up jab.
Williams, he can't just sit there and wait because these angles are really throwing him off and he's getting hit.
Right uppercut, right hook, right uppercut, slick from Lavose. Lavose doing exceedingly well to this point in the fight in the clinch.
Williams cannot look to counter. He's got to try and get off first, push his opponent back.
55 seconds remaining, round number 2. Again, we are scheduled for 3 rounds.
See, Williams just waiting to counter. He's getting beat to the punch. Those uppercuts are devastating on the inside.
From the half-tie plumb, wide right hand defensively, though, from Williams. Lavose playing all offense in the clinch by and large. Williams right now, Chris, playing all defense in the clinch.
Williams starting to look very tired. Hands just keep getting lower and lower.
See the smear of blood across the left cheek of Justin Williams. To the clinch, short right hand, rights to the body. There's the separation from Andrew Bladen. Closing stages, round number 2. Feint step once more from Rudy Lavose. Williams still looking for the long jab, staying long. Naked 2 from Williams, didn't fully get through. The idea was there. Shuffling of the feet, we move to the 3rd and final round.
And at the end of that second round, you saw Williams yelling at Lavose. That seems like some of the biggest spark we've seen from Williams thus far. Maybe he's really starting to get in this fight.
Catch your breath. Whenever he moves over like that, open for the 5s and 3s for this round. Last round, southpaw. If you southpaw 6-3.
And you have to think at this point, the corner of Williams has got to be telling him, you have to come out and get a knockout this time. You're down on the scorecard. No way you're not. Here, I mean, the corner of Williams not wanting him to be in close, wanting him to stay outside, utilize reach. Don't tie him. This guy is strong and hitting you too much.
3rd and final round underway. Justin Williams opens with the jab.
Good right hand by Williams.
We saw it in Texas. We're seeing it here tonight. Athletic commissions are starting to look, under the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, they're allowed to do so. Less experienced fighters, and again, Lavose and Williams both making their BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debuts, respectively, in this bout, saying the maximum is 3 rounds, not 5 rounds.
That makes it a totally different fight, John. Don't have as much time to work. You really have to come out and try and get the knockout.
He's got right uppercut again from the half-tie plumb. That punch has been there continually through this fight for Rudy Lavose.
And he's setting that up, Sean. He's pulling the head down. He's moving the hips, moving his body out of the way, throwing the uppercut.
1:15 remaining, 3rd and final round. From the center circle, Williams trying to find the jab. Step in left hand again from Lavose. He's done that so well open-chested. He's doing it on a switch stance continually. Right hand, right hook from Rudy Lavose. There's the jab from Williams.
So Williams starting to talk again. That's when he does his best. That's when he really feels like he starts to feel it. He needs to throw some hard punches, and he's in trouble if he doesn't.
Lavose coming forward on the 1-2, swing and a miss from Williams, taking himself off balance. Up jab from Justin Williams. Conventional jab from Lavose. Lavose switching stances. It's almost as though how one would throw a switch kick. It's very, very educated footwork from Rudy Lavose.
And he does a good job of when he does so, he throws punches, not letting his opponent get used to the angles.
Jab off the mark from Lavose. Stretch drive now of this light heavyweight fight. Right uppercut again, getting through from Lavose. Williams on a naked right hand. That landed. Williams out talking to Lavose at the 10-second clap. There's the jab. The bell. And that is the end of this light heavyweight fight.
Fight to watch. Both guys threw hard and landed hard.
Put your hands up. 3
So almost assuredly, Chris, with Lavose dropping Williams in round number 1, that's a 10-8 round. So think about it like MMA. 28-28 is a possibility. Not saying Williams won rounds 2 and 3, but that is in play. Justin Williams at the bell seemed to feel very good about his performance, but he has to overcome being knocked down in round 1.
It was a good jab led by Williams. He could have done a little bit more work. There was a powerful right hand. See the ball kind of slipped. I think
on your screen. You can also go online to BKFC.com. That will get you to entry to our main card tonight. Sold out here at Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida. BKFC 80. You're with us live worldwide on our Freeview. Rudy Lavose, Justin Williams, both making their respective BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut. Just saw the congratulations to Lavose for a hard-fought BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut from BKFC founder and president David Feldman. Strong round 1 for Rudy Lavose, dropping Justin Williams with the right uppercut. Credit to Williams off the canvas, competitive in this fight. We shall see. Lavose, though, doing continually good things in the clinch, and again, that really clever footwork, switching stances, that open-chested entry left hand throughout. Williams threw a very effective up jab throughout. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, our judges at ringside score the fight 30-26, 29-27, and 30-26 to the winner by unanimous decision. Rudy, the Black Widow, Lavose.
excellent debut for Lavose. Showed a good ability to work on the inside. Good ability to switch stances. I mean, that was a very good debut. Glad to see this guy's with us and like to see him progress.
Difficult to overcome a 10-8 round and a 5-round BKFC bout if that's the only knockdown in the fight. Obviously, even more so the math against you in a 3-round fight. Lavose dropping Williams in round number 1 and then on his way to a unanimous decision. In our opening bout of the evening, the winner by way of unanimous decision, Rudy Lavose defeats Justin Williams.
The next stop on the Italy adventure that is BKFC Italy, going to Rome.
The BKFC 205-pound world titleist.
Mosey's been phenomenal. He's been champ for a reason. Accuracy over power. He has the power. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. Have complete belief in that.
To the challenger, Alessio Sicaro, the Italian MMA legend. Brought the heat, showing that he is damn tough.
My style is aggressive. I want to knock out everything.
25th, Chris Camozzi. He's defending that cruiserweight title against an Italian fighting legend and Alessio Sicaro, who now has punched his ticket to a title shot. That is going to be a special night. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to BKFC.
And we are live here from South Florida. BKFC 80 is brought to you by Bucked Up, Amnesia Vodka, Rasha, the world's creamiest stout, Forged Irish Stout, and Inkaholic Tattoos. And now let's go to your next tale of the tape, presented by Forged Irish Stout.
In the heavyweight division, Chino Bloom versus Dylan Bladen.
Interesting tale of the tape with Bloom having a 2-inch height advantage. However, he's 5 inches reach deficit. Lot of weight difference as well. Chino Bloom much bigger than his opponent.
This is fight number 2 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for Dylan Bladen. He's had 2 AMI bare knuckle bouts, 5 as an AMI in MMA. Bladen told us I want to have a very smart, very measured round number 1. If we go to round number 2, I will then turn up the pressure noticeably.
Training with the new camp, he's got Steve Townsend in his corner. It feels like this time he wants to stay long early, lots of movement, wears the opponent down, and then really step it up.
Bladen said, I want to utilize my reach, body shots from range. Bladen said, I have to tell myself it is all right to reset and take a backward step in this sport.
Feels like his opponent's going to be very predictable. Knows he's going to throw a triple jab. He's going to overthrow that right hand every time his opponent starts to jab.
Bladen also said, I cannot get into a mindset where when a punch lands on me, I have to immediately get a receipt, land that punch right back.
Bladen knows his opponent is bigger, probably stronger. He doesn't want to clinch. He cannot get in there and try and time himself out. That will wear him down, but he definitely wants to move and wear his opponent down through movement.
Move. Game plan, not the move. Breathing, cover up. See what he does.
This is fight number 3 at BKFC for Chino Bloom. He had 1 AMI bare knuckle bout, 4 as an amateur in boxing. Bloom told us in our fighter meeting, I am very focused on being precise with my punches and very focused on being first in every single exchange.
Making sure he's applying forward pressure, pushing his opponent back. He never wants to take a backward step in this fight.
Bloom also said, I will constantly come forward off of my long jab. Hard check hooks. I have to move in and out. Bloom said, I know I'm a big heavyweight, 6'2". He weighed in at 250.8. But he told us, I feel that I move extremely well for a heavyweight.
He feels like he has better technique. He wants to showcase that. He wants to be faster than his opponent. Feels like he has good speed for his size. Feels like he can be faster, and that way he can land more punches and not get hit by his opponent.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of Hollywood, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division, presented to you by Forged Irish Stout. Not here to take part, here to take over. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white and black. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, an even 216 pounds. Tonight he toes the line for the second time. Fighting out of Port St. Lucie, Florida, by way of Lincolnton, North Carolina. Here is Dylan, the Irish Thug Bladen. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears green and gold. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 250.8 pounds. Tonight, he steps into the squared circle, ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Broward County, Florida, here is Chino Bloom. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Chino Bloom said, I cannot get stuck on my back foot. I have to continually, in this fight, be on my front foot. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the heavyweight division.
Let's go, guys.
Chris Young calling both fighters up to scratch. Sporting touch of hands. They're 3 feet apart. The bell, round number 1. Green trunks for Chino Bloom as he comes forward. Heavy pressure, white and black trunks for Dylan Bladen. Immediately into the clinch. There's the separation from Chris Young. Right back to it. The massive weight discrepancy. Fair game in unified rules, and fair game with that left and the right hand drops Dylan Bladen.
And I really like the way Chino Bloom is really looking to explode in. Off that back foot, he's pushing, he's closing the gap. Looking to finish this fight. He's going to throw with power. Really closing that gap quickly.
Left hand heavy on the inside comes Chino Bloom and knockdown number 2.
Every time Bloom is landing punches, he's doing damage. Bladen's in big trouble. He's got to get up. I don't know if he wants to get up.
Up at 9 is Dylan Bladen.
Walk this way.
Full assessment now from Chris Young.
And Bloom, that fight's over.
This fight is over, and victory number 1 in BKFC with emphasis. crisis for Chino Bloom.
And you could see the referee could just tell by the body language of Bladen he did not want to be in this fight. Every time Bloom landed a punch, it did damage.
Chino Bloom weighing 250.8, Dylan Bladen weighing 216.0, but Bloom almost as though he were the smaller heavyweight. He certainly showed fluidity and movement in this victory.
Just got more confidence. You can tell the way, look, he closes the gap. He comes in with a hard jab, looking to land hard shots. Didn't even land clean. And that just manhandling his opponent, just throwing hard shots the entire time. A lot of those were blocked, but just overwhelming power over just brutality. Feels like first couple fights he was just getting his feet wet, learning how to fight in bare knuckles. Seems like he's really got it dialed in at this point. Coming in, closing that gap, throwing hard punches. Very powerful, very strong fight.
Big moment for Chino Bloom as he begins his celebration of his debut victory in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Disappointment, obviously, for Dylan Bladen, but he really handled himself with class in defeat. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the request from the red corner, our referee in charge, Chris Young, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 55 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Chino Bloom.
Big comeback fight for Bloom. Did a great job of really showcasing his skill. He talked about wanting to showcase that exactly. He's a very technical, good fighter. Pushed off that back foot, got in, and landed hard shots.
Chino Bloom was emphatic in our fighter meeting. I want to move quickly, I want to showcase my footwork, and I want to continually be on the front foot. He was forever on the front foot throughout this one-round heavyweight bout. Chino Bloom recording 2 knockdowns of Dylan Bladen to the finish. Dylan Bladen was certainly game, but Chino Bloom was most definitely on point. The winner by way of round 1 technical knockout for his first victory in BKFC, Chino Bloom defeats Dylan Bladen.
Saturday, September 27th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the UK. In the main event, Olympic gold medalist and 2-time world champ James DeGale scraps with the Australian boxing sensation, Matty the Jedi Floyd. In the co-main event, Aaron Chalmers looks to keep his unblemished record when he clashes with the relentless Jack Fincham. Plus, the inaugural UK lightweight title is on the line. It's Johnny Graham versus Naveed Mansouri in a war for the history books. Watch live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, October 4th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever queen of violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
I always bring it. Why the fuck would I tune little details just to make myself better? We're gonna make each other bleed. We're gonna try to hurt each other, and I'm gonna try to hurt him way worse than he can hurt me. I wanna bring the pain to him. I wanna make him hurt.
I got the speed. Everybody's betting on him. I even told Feldman himself, you know, I go, hey, bro, you're betting out, and I'm going to carve him up.
And it was that right hand. His corner shot was going. They are right. He has to land that right hand.
Carving him up, slice and dice.
Me and Jeremy have had very violent careers between each other, and, you know, like I said, next one's the best one, so this could be the most violent fight that you've ever seen in the bare knuckle squared circle.
And you guys are in for a real treat. I think people are going to be surprised. They can think this is a banger. I'm going to make it look real nice. I'm going to carve them up real sweet. Slice and dice, baby. It's the name of the game. Real violence, real precision, real power. real skill when it comes down to bare knuckle. I'm gonna put some done.
I want to make it hurt. I want to make it very painful. I want him to think about me and think about how he asked for this. It's going to bring the pain, bro. Bring it to him.
Well, October 4th, that's when it all goes down. BKFC 82 in Newark, New Jersey. We do see the return of the Platinum One, Mike Perry, the king of violence. Good to have you here, Mike. And, you know, we just watched that video package together, and I said, do you ever kind of geek out watching these packages? You're like, man, I'm just ready. You're ready to get back in there. It's been too long. Just tell me what that feeling's like, man, just ready to get in there and throw again.
Yo, what's up, Hard Rock, man? We happy to be out here at another bare knuckle event. The show's gonna be crazy tonight, and I just been training, being my best self, and working as hard as I can to be and show y'all like how good and how great I can be. So thank you so much for the opportunity to Mr. David Feldman and Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. I'm gonna show y'all what true violence looks like October 4th.
I don't know how I feel, but it's almost like a toned down Mike Perry, like a professional toned down. Have you changed? What's going on with you, Mike? I'm used to seeing wild Mike Perry. Where are you at? Is he still in there?
He's there.
He's in there?
He's there.
You gonna see him October 4th?
Yeah, man. He don't sleep, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But, you know, there's no, I'm clean. You know, no alcohol, stuff like that. For me, I'm drinking water and maybe some espresso sometimes. And,
okay.
I'm ready to fight, bro. This dude up. If it's not tonight, you know, it'll be October 4th. I'm ready to go. I can fight tonight. Let's go.
From what I understand, Jeremy Stephens is in the house tonight. We are going to see them. Will we see that confrontation?
See it.
Platinum Mike Perry right here at the Hard Rock. The next stop on the Italy adventure that is BKFC Italy, going to Rome.
The BKFC 205-pound world titleist.
Mosey's been phenomenal. He's been champ for a reason. Accuracy over power. He has the power. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. Have complete belief in that.
The challenger, Alessio Sicaro, the Italian MMA legend. Throughout the heat, showing that he is damn tough.
My style is aggressive. I want to knock out everybody.
October 25th, Chris Camozzi. He's defending that cruiserweight title against an Italian fighting legend and Alessio Sicaro, who now has punched his ticket to a title shot. That is going to be a special night, and you don't want to miss it.
Welcome to BKFC.
Flyweights for you now. Our tale of the tape is presented by Amnesia Vodka for Carlos Rivera versus Zay Garcia.
Okay, Sean, both guys 5'4". Garcia, a 3-inch reach advantage. He definitely wants to utilize that because when Rivera gets in, he does good combinations, closes the distance well. Garcia's got to control the range.
Zay Garcia now set for fight number 3 in BKFC. He's had 6 in pro MMA. Garcia told us that he feels extremely confident with his cardio coming into this flyweight bout. Garcia said, with my excellent cardio, I will utilize heavy aggression, constant forward pressure. Garcia said, my style in this bout will be, quote, tactical destruction.
That was one of my quotes I like, but exactly, Sonny. Don't be wild, be tactical. Lots of jabs the entire time. Wants to make sure when he does get inside, utilize that clinch or work the pocket.
Garcia said, I will definitely take chances throughout this fight. I will be very active with my jab. Garcia, I'm giving him quote of the week from all 20 of our fighter meetings, all 10 bouts, all 20 fighters, Chris, for BKFC 80. Zay Garcia said, I have to keep making Carlos Rivera adjust to me. I cannot adjust to him.
He wants to overwhelm him with pressure. Feels like coming with hard shots, overhands, hooks. Feels like the difference in this fight is going to be his power.
Rivera enters 2-0 in BKFC. He had 5 in amateur bare knuckle. Rivera told us, I'm going to be explosive in this fight, but I will be explosive at the correct moments. I will never be reckless, and when I explode, I will then throw crisp counter punches.
This is about one thing to hit. Hit and don't get hit. He doesn't want to rush. He wants to pick his opponent apart the entire time, but constantly be adapting to whatever his opponent is doing.
Rivera said, I will flow off of my jab, I will use my jab to get in, and I will use my jab to get back to the outside.
Just see what is open. Take whatever the opponent gives you. And as he does so, he has to make sure he knows his opponent can jump in with wild punches, looping shots. Avoid those and counter immediately.
Rivera said, I believe I'm going to be much faster than Zay Garcia. I have to use my speed, my quickness, my agility to make Garcia land on his right punches and then come back immediately with those clean counters.
And control the range the entire time. Make sure he dictates when and where the fight happens.
Back to the ring and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka Ultra Premium Redefined. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 124.8 pounds. Tonight he steps into the squared circle ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here is Zay-Bomination Garcia. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears purple and white. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 125.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. Fighting out of Fort Myers, Florida, by way of Pahokee, Florida. Here is John Carlos Baby Hope Rivera. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Zay Garcia told us, I believe my opponent in this flyweight bout, John Carlos Rivera, thinks that I'm going to be wild. I will surprise him. I will disrupt him because I will be very technical and very tactical. Round number 1. Hard entry after being technical and tactical on the overhand left off of scratch for Zay Garcia. He's in the black trunks, purple and white trunks for John Carlos Rivera. Immediately you see the head movement, the wide right hook, and the duck under from Rivera.
Good head movement so far. Man, look at that ducking under from
Great right hand, big shot. Cold stairs. Garcia gives that match John Carlos Rivera.
Wow, you don't usually see that kind of power from this weight class. Man, just out against the ropes. That was nasty, Sean.
That is an exceedingly rare, not just in BKFC, but in the world of professional combat sports, a clean knockout with the fighter still standing. Glory to God.
I mean, weight class, but I was just commenting on Rivera's head movement, ducked under a couple punches, came right back and fight, and it was those duck unders. You know, Garcia was really looking to throw powerful shots. He was trying to make this, use that power, but as you throw those powerful shots, wide open, ducking the head movement, it was a good shot. Just walks away, unconscious, out. That slow motion uppercut, that did the damage. Landed 2. That's all she wrote. Didn't even have to throw the next punch. He already knew. That's all she wrote.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout. A brilliant finishing sequence from John Carlos Rivera. Full credit to referee Chris Young. He saw that even though he was still standing, Zay Garcia was completely unconscious. And just like that, John Carlos Rivera now 2-0 in BKFC.
Rivera wanted to make a statement, and boy, did he ever. Like we talked about, you don't see that kind of power typically from the lighter guys, but man, out on his feet, that was amazing.
Zay Garcia is a very talented fighter. Again, he's had 6 pro MMA bouts. This was his 3rd.
Don't forget it.
Zay Garcia paused off of scratch, came forward hard, and then John Carlos Rivera took over this fight. Brilliant finishing sequence. Massive power at 125 pounds to the clean knockout.
I mean, this is a guy who came through the early parts. You know, he came through doing the amateur series, Rivera, and it really shows. He looked so comfortable, so relaxed, so good, and that fight right there was just even better than his first debut fight for us, Sean.
Zay Garcia obviously standing. He is disappointed, but that was an onslaught of ferocious, clean, straight, hard punches from Giancarlos Rivera to propel his BKFC record to 2-0. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 22 seconds, round number 1. For your winner, by standing knockout, Giancarlos Baby Hope Rivera.
And we definitely have a fighter to watch in this division. He's going to make some noise. You'd have to think so for Rivera.
Zay Garcia said he would utilize, quote, tactical destruction, but it was clinical destruction from Giancarlos Rivera to the inside. The right hand getting through the left hand, the right hand. That is the fight. Zay Garcia standing, he's unconscious, and the win for Giancarlos Rivera. Victorious by way of round 1 KO. Giancarlos Rivera defeats Zay Garcia. Ranking as one of the greatest middleweights in MMA history, Yoel Romero is now set for his BKFC debut as he faces Theo Dukas in this evening's feature fight.
Es lo que yo quiero que la gente sepan, que el boxeo de a mano limpia, para nosotros los cubanos, y principalmente para mí que soy atleta, aunque peleaba con guantes, siempre se hace 1 que 2 entrenamientos a mano limpia, para endurecer lo que es los metacarpianos y las manos y las muñecas, ¿no? Entonces, pues, no es nada nuevo para mí. Que se contestarán, ¿no? Muchas de sus preguntas, estará igual, ya no es el mismo. Yo nunca he dejado de tener el hambre, nunca he dejado de tener esa pasión por lo que hago, ¿no? Y saben que no he cambiado en nada, que sigo siendo el mismo Joel Romero, como me decían a mí en el barrio, el Joel. See you soon, boy.
And I'm standing by with the newest signing, the big debut tonight, the Soldier of God, Yoel Romero in the house here at Hard Rock Live. He'll be fighting in our feature fight. Yoel, you have fought on so many big stages, the Olympics, sold out arenas. Do you still get butterflies? Do you still get excited to step out here into the BKFC?
Has peleado con un montón de promociones, todavía te pones nervioso cuando vengas a pelear como en la bare knuckle.
No, primeramente quiero darle gracias a todos ustedes por darme la bienvenida acá y no, para nada nervios, todo lo contrario, lo que hay es un gran deseo, una gran alegría por poder estar haciendo lo que me gusta.
He's not nervous at all. He wants to first thank God. Obviously he's not nervous. This is just a lot of joy and happiness for him to be here.
You know, when you look at this fight, this is the very first fight against Theo Dukas, but what do you feel like your future can be here in the BKFC?
Tu primera con la promoción, ¿qué piensas que es tu futuro con esta promoción? ¿Qué piensas que vas a hacer después de esto?
¿Sabes? Lo primero es Duques ahora mismo. Después que cuando se termine la pelea con él, vamos a sentarnos el lunes y vamos a estar pensando en las cosas venideras que creo que todas van a ser favorables y bendecidas.
First it's Dukas, and then after this, we're going to sit down on Monday and see where we should go after this.
Give me one prediction. How does this fight end? When does it end? How does it end?
¿Cómo se acaba esta pelea?
Bueno, no es nada personal, pero tengo que mandarlo a dormir, así que se termina con la mano de Romero en alto y esperando que él no tenga lesiones graves.
It's nothing personal, but I have to put him to sleep. Yoel's going to end up with his hand raised. Nothing personal at all.
So there it is. Nothing personal. It's all business tonight. Yoel Romero in your feature fight tonight. And there he is, the man that will take on Yoel Romero tonight. Theo Dukas making his way into the Hard Rock Live. That's all going down on our main card of BKFC 80. Dukas, Romero, just a big part of this huge card.
Saturday, October 4th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever Queen of Violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, September 27th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the UK. In the main event, Olympic gold medalist and two-time world champ James DeGale scraps with the Australian boxing sensation, Matty the Jedi Floyd. In the co-main event, Aaron Chalmers looks to keep his unblemished record when he clashes with the relentless Jack Fincham. Plus, the inaugural UK lightweight title is on the line. It's Johnny Graham versus Naveed Mansouri in a war for the